What is the best heavy class setup in the finals? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you, in my opinion, what the best class setup is for heavy and why I think you need to run it. With the finals being out for just over 2 weeks, I've had enough time in the game to realize that the heavy class is probably the best class out of all three choices. Heavies can be a massive pain to deal with, and they provide a lot of support and deal a ton of damage. So what class setup should you be running with heavy? Let's start off first with the specialization for your contestant. This is going to be your ultimate ability if you want to refer to it as that. You have a few options to choose from here, but the best choice is probably going to be the mesh shield. The mesh shield is going to provide you and your teammates an active protection from enemy bullets. Even with the most recent nerf last week to the mesh shield, it's still very strong and can help defend you and your team when you are trying to get these cash out boxes. The nerf was very minor. It was about 100 or so HP, so it was nothing crazy, and I still think the mesh shield is very, very strong. The shield can provide cover for you and your teammates while still allowing your teammates to shoot right back through the shield. Once the HP is drained from the shield, it will of course go into cooldown, but overall the mesh shield will be the best special choice for you and your team. Now, getting into weapon choices. These choices will be personal preference, but I would recommend using the SA-1216 rapid fire quad tube shotgun. That was a mouthful. My reasoning for this is when paired with the mesh shield, your opponents will most likely want to try and get close to you to try to get rid of your shield or just run straight through it. Once you see your enemy charging, you can put away the shield and pull out that shotgun. Now that shotgun is going to deal massive damage to mediums, lights, and even heavies up close. Like every game, shotguns are extremely potent, so I would recommend using the shotgun. The second best choice for weapons will be either of the LMGs. Providing suppression for your team is huge in this game. Keeping the enemies at bay for as long as you can while you're trying to defend the cash out is the best way to secure a win. But again, the weapon choices will be personal preference, just like every single game. If someone recommends something to you, it may not work the best for you. So just figure out what weapon you perform best with. Next up, let's discuss the gadgets that you can choose from here. There are a total of 14 gadgets to choose from when rocking the heavy class, but one gadget in particular will outshine them all in a defense-based game, and that's the dome shield. Just like the mesh shield, the dome shield provides even more cover to block enemy bullets for you and your team. The dome shield provides an additional 300 HP of cover that can block bullets. It did recently get a nerf as well from 350 HP to 300, but it's still extremely strong. The dome shield can be used in multiple situations to help assist getting a win. For example, if you have a teammate that goes down, you can throw the dome shield down, then start the res, or you can throw the shield down and protect the cash out. Either way, the dome shield is going to provide even more cover on top of the mesh shield that you are running as your special ability. You can kind of double up with the mesh shield and the dome shield. God, how many times did I say shield? I'm editing this right now and oh my god, I have a fucking headache. Say you're inside of the dome shield, you can pull out your mesh shield and you just have infinite cover pretty much. It's extremely difficult to get rid of it. You'll have to mag dump all of your ammo from your whole team into those shields to really get rid of them. So having both of these shields is going to be extremely potent for you and your team, especially in a game where you need to defend the cash outs. For your second gadget, I would recommend using the RPG-7. If you have played the finals, then you know how strong the RPG is and why I am recommending this as your secondary gadget. Having the RPG will provide more damage to your output as a heavy. The RPG can one-shot lights and mediums with a direct hit. Even if you hit around them, it will still deal a massive amount of damage in that AoE. Like bro, I can't tell you how many times I've been one-shotted by a rocket launcher from a heavy. It's pretty frustrating and it's pretty annoying, but when you're using it, it's very satisfying. The RPG can be used for destruction as well. In a game where destruction is key because they are ex-Battlefield devs, I think the devs that made this game were from Battlefield Bad Company, if you remember that back in the day. I can't believe they're doing it better than Battlefield, of course. Battlefield devs, you need to step it up with your destruction. It looks like chump change to the finals. But say the cash out is one floor above you, take out your rocket, shoot the floor, and bring the cash out to you. If you're stuck and have no way out or no way of getting through something, you can just use the rocket and break right through it. It has a large area of effect when damaging structures, and on certain maps, it can be used to take down buildings that are being supported by the steel cables. Overall, the RPG is very versatile and will make you even more potent and a nuisance. I can't tell you how many times I've played a medium or a light running around and a heavy just looks down and just shoots a rocket at me and kills me. It is pretty frustrating, but it's very strong when you are running the heavy. Finally, the third and final gadget choice, gas grenades. Running gas grenades is extremely strong in a game where you need to defend an objective. If you control one of the cash outs and an enemy starts to take the objective, just throw your gas grenade on it and it will act as a deterrent, forcing them to either stick the steel or die and hopefully simply hop off the cash out. Either way, the gas grenade is going to deal massive amounts of damage. One thing to note though is the gas grenades can also affect your teammates, not just the enemies, so be careful when throwing the gas grenades and be aware of your teammates. Unfortunately, I have killed my friends a few times with the gas grenades, sorry boys, but you know, shit happens. Again, everything I am recommending here is personal preference. Choose the gadgets and abilities that work best for you and your friends. I find that these options are fairly common with the heavies that I run against when playing the finals, but every option is good in its own ways. The heavy class is definitely a very potent class to run against. With my experience in the finals so far, I've noticed that heavy kind of outshines almost all of the classes. Again, the RPG can one-shot lights and even mediums. The mesh shield and the dome shield just provide even more support. If you've played Overwatch before, you know that the mesh shield acts like a Reinhardt, so it's definitely defender favored when you're trying to get these cash outs. But with that said, that's going to wrap up this video. It was a little short, not too much to discuss, but I wanted to just put this out there for people that are trying to figure out the best classes for heavy. Again, all of it can be personal preference and everything has its unique abilities, but let me know what you think of these choices down below and leave a like on the video as it greatly helps push this video into YouTube's algorithm. Also comment what your favorite class is down below in the comment section and let me know if you've been enjoying the game. I really have been having a lot of fun with the finals. It's like a breath of fresh air. Coming from Siege, playing that for 8 years, it's definitely ticked a lot of boxes that I look for in games. It's even better with the destruction capabilities than Siege. Like I said, ex-Battlefield devs know what they're doing here. It's crazy the amount of destruction that you can do and use to your advantage. But so far, I'm enjoying the medium heavy class a lot. I don't know about you guys, but let me know down in the comments. But with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, morning, or evening, whatever it may be. Happy holidays to those who celebrate and stay safe. I will catch you guys in the next video. Adios. Wait, oh, that went so high, dude. What the fuck? Oh. It's over there, though. Oh.
I said I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, look at my... Did you just see my bubble?